Alright, what's happening guys? Safety Liner C2 here, of course got another commentary video for you. We are in, well, before we get going, I am in the classic FS65 by Volk, because you know, why not? And I am in Minima. Haven't been here in a while, so let's check out, see what's going on, tell you all some stories and whatnot. But you know, I've got to start off with school because I swear some of these college classes, man, I tell you, I'm in a geology class. We have to have 2 sciences. So this is my first science. And I think I've mentioned it before. It was between astronomy and geology, but the astronomy, I wanted to do astronomy. I knew it'd be harder, but you know, I thought it'd be cooler too. But the astronomy professor had bad reviews, so I was like, okay, geology professor has good reviews. I would much rather have a good teacher in something I'm not as interested in than a bad teacher at something I really want to know about. So you know, I've been learning a lot of stuff in this class. I've never really taken a geology course. I don't know a whole lot about it other than, you know, sedimentary, igneous, and metamorphic rocks, and, you know, stuff like that. And we just had our first test. It was due tonight. Now, in college, maybe in some high schools, but in college, the tests, they're not always, you know, just written out. Not like fill in the blank or write an essay or whatever. And you know, that's okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, I'm Ian not paying attention. Anyways, but you know, they're not always typical tests. And in this case, my geology test was not a typical test. So our assignment was to go out in nature or to a rock store, get 5 rocks, and to identify them, write down its characteristics and its chemical formula and how it was formed and all this and this and this. Okay, so I decide, my dad was in town, and he stays at a hotel on the other side of town, which is closer to one of the mountains that I like going on. So I figure, okay, we're already going to be over there, just have him, you know, we can head over there. I'll pick up a couple different rocks instead of, you know, picking up the same ones that I've done for these small assignments in my front yard or whatever. Get something different. So we go over up on the mountain, and it snowed this weekend. That's a whole nother story I'll tell you all, but it snowed, so we couldn't go up on this mountain. So we ended up going to a small little park, and we picked some up there, and then he just made me pick some up on the side of the road. I ended up with 7 rocks. I needed 5. Okay, great. So I get home, do my Spanish homework on Sunday. Leaves me all day Monday to do my 2 geology assignments. Okay, seems good enough. Assignment 1, you know, just a normal, just a homework. That took me some time. It was a little hard, but got it, turned it in so that I could focus on this test. So, like I said, we had to write out all this stuff about it and, you know, whatever, so we could throw it in a PowerPoint, we could write it in a document, whatever. I'm like, you know what, I'm doing a PowerPoint. I've done essays for a while. I don't want to do that. So, make a PowerPoint. You know, I start listing out the characteristics of the rock, the color, is it magnetic, what the streak color is, and, you know, all this stuff, you know. But then we had to name the rock. Okay, so I'm sitting here. The thing is, in this geology class, they don't tell you what the rock names are. They don't teach you how to figure out what a rock is. They just expect you to pick it up and know it. And I hadn't thought of that until then. Okay, so now I'm sitting here with 5 rocks. I already wrote down all the characteristics and everything. And yeah, you know, you could go off of all these characteristics. Oh, it's a brown rock and it's a 3 on the hardness scale and it does this and this and this. You could go from there, but there's like 3,000 different rocks. How am I supposed to narrow it down? So anyway, I'm like, oh my god, well, I'm screwed. I don't know all 3,000 types of rocks, and how am I supposed to narrow it down? So I'm looking around and I eventually figure out fairly quickly. I'm like, okay, this one might be granite. I'm just gonna hope that it's granite. Just write it down and explain how it's formed and all that. Then all these other rocks aren't matching anything that I'm reading. Okay, well, what the heck am I supposed to do? I don't know all these rocks. So turn to one of my friends, Sam. Y'all know him. He's been in live streams and he's shown his face on the channel here and there. He's a geology major. So I'm like, you know what? He's helped me out in the past with some geology homework. Certainly he can help me out with this. So I send him a picture. I'm like, hey, I have no idea what these are. Any idea? He's like, nope, I don't have any idea. I'm like, what? What? Like, okay, well, rip that. Jeez, rip this road too, good lord. So anyways, I'm sitting here. Basically, long story short, I could not figure out what types of rocks these were. And I just had to end up putting guesses on there. And, yeah, so I know on the assignments that we did not have to get the rock right. We just had to, like, his grading was based on our explanation of why we thought it was right. So hopefully that's the case with this test too, but I don't know how to identify rocks. Don't ask me that. But anyways, going back to the snow, yeah, you might have heard, I don't know when this video is going up, but this past weekend it snowed here. Snowed in the desert. I wake up Friday morning to my mom yelling at me and my brothers saying, guys, it's snowing, it's snowing. And I'll tell you, living in Texas, living in California for a minute, living out here, last time I saw snow, I don't know when it was. Like, I'm serious, I don't know when the last time I saw snow was. The last time that comes to mind is when I went to visit my grandparents in Indiana for Christmas in 2010. You know, that's the last time I can think of it, so I go outside like, holy crap. It's freaking snowing. It wasn't sticking to the ground, but it was snowing in the desert. And I'll tell you, oh my god. I'll tell you, if you've ever gotten curious and looked at what Tucson looks like, it's beautiful. Everywhere you look, there's just mountains and saguaros and, you know, everything. It's the most beautiful place I've ever lived. But I'll tell you, with the snow on every single mountain that I could see, oh my god. Guys, that was just, it was an amazing sight because I've only lived out here a year. But, and one of the mountains on the other end of town, it gets snow on it, you know, for maybe a month. But that's because it's really high up. You know, it's a high elevation and all that. But, you know, it's gone after that. But I'll tell you, this stuck around for the whole weekend. And there was just so much snow on the mountains. It was crazy. It was beautiful. Like, look it up, guys. There's this amazing picture I saw on Reddit of it's called Gates Pass. Gates Pass. And that's one of my favorite spots in the city. It's an amazing view in the national park. You can see a lot of you can see the downtown from there. You can see you go up on the top. You can see, like I said, you can see downtown. You turn around the other way, you can see just pure desert. And I'll tell you, seeing that covered in snow, all the cacti covered in snow and everything, man, I wish I would have gone there. Because it was just so beautiful. And like I said, my dad was in town this weekend. He still lives in Texas. My parents divorced a while ago at this point, years and years ago at this point. So, but he comes to town a couple times a year, and this just so happened to be one of those times. This specific weekend it was snowing. So my brothers, my two younger brothers, they're 14. They had been wanting to go to this escape room. They went, I dropped them off at the mall with their friends, and they come back and they're like, Cam, we want to go to this escape room because this is why. Okay, well, you can go next time you go to the mall with your friends. I'm sure it'll be fun. Well, anyways, they wanted to do it with my dad instead. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, why don't we go to the mountains? Like, when's the last time any of us saw snow? Stick on mountains. This is a rare opportunity. We're not going to see this. And they're like, no, it's okay. We want to go to this escape room. Like, are you freaking serious? Or really? You want to go to an escape room when it's snowing in a desert? Like, what are you thinking? And I don't know if I've ever been in this. We're going to do this real quick. The shredder, but it kind of pissed me off because it's like, okay, y'all don't know what you're going to miss out on. Like, let's see. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Yeah, but it did piss me off because it's like, oh man, I wish I could have gone, but whatever. I'm sure there will be another opportunity in the future to do that. I know northern Arizona gets a lot of snow, or at least more than down here. Come on, it's not that freaking hard. Just freaking shred, come on. Probably need something smaller. I don't know what I have in here. Oh wait, that's the wrecker. Let's see, cars. Oh, here. This'll work. Oh. Jesus. Always wanted a Wrangler. Come on. But I'm happy with my Tacoma. Alright. Now if this doesn't do anything, then are you serious? That didn't do anything? Really? It was a waste of time. Alright, we're done with that. Good lord, still the default horn. Okay. Anyways, they want to do this escape room, and I'm all, you know, really? Anyways. Unlocked. So anyways. Oh, I'm on manual too. There we go. So we get down to the mall. Down to the mall to do this escape room. And I've never done an escape room. I like a challenge. I like puzzles, and you know, I do all of that stuff. So I think, okay, this can't be that bad. I'll be fine with it. Would have liked to have gone to the mountain, but you know, whatever. So, sitting here, it's me, my dad, two younger brothers. This family comes in. It's mom and dad, and I don't know, maybe 7, 8-year-old girl, maybe 9, I don't know, somewhere in there, and they're going to do it with us. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. So you choose which room you do. You have like 5 or 6 different rooms. They had like a World War Z zombie one. Had Area 53. Yeah, not Area 51. Area 53. You know, a bunch of other rooms, and then they had the Dracula room. And of course, that's the one that my brothers insisted on doing. Okay, you know what? I don't really care. We're going. This is going to be a challenge either way. Okay. Guy comes out, and he's like, okay, we're going to watch a video. This is going to explain the rules. This is going to, you know, do this, do this, do this. And you know what he pulls up on the TV? He pulls up a video of himself stating the rules. I tell you, I'm sitting there just like, oh my god, if this is not foreshadowing how cheesy and how bad this is gonna be. Like, so, the guy explains all the, oh my god, I swear, Jesus, but this guy pulls up a video of himself explaining the rules, and he, you know, so of course, we watched the video, and then we are in this, this trapdoor room, you know, no one saw it. I noticed it, like, I'm sitting right next to it, and I'm like, huh, I'm pretty sure that's the door, but anyways, let's go down here. Anyways, so we get in there, and in this room, it's a dark room. He shuts the trapdoor, and there's another door on the other side, and there's a TV in there. And then this guy says, this is supposed to be a Doctor Who type thing, but our TV's broken, so just pretend that you're time traveling to another dimension. I'm sitting there like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, okay, this is just, this is so much worse than I thought it was going to be. So he makes his time traveling noises or whatever. Oh my god, it was so cheesy. He makes his little time traveling noises, and he opens the door. He's like, okay guys, we're in another dimension now. He leads us down this hallway. He opens up the door. Now, I've seen videos of escape rooms in the past. Like I said, I like a good challenge. I like to, you know, all that stuff. I love puzzles and whatever. But now, in most of these escape rooms, just throw you in there, lock the door, and that's it. They watch you on camera. Well, this guy comes in here, sits down in this chair, and he's like, okay, y'all go ahead and start. You have an hour to get out. Alright, fine. So, not much in this room. There's a dresser, there's a table in the middle, there's a coffin, there's a bookcase, and there's a desk. Okay, so start putting some clues together, you know. There's a cane on the wall, and there was a compass in the middle, and it said something about the cane and the compass, and you could very, very clearly see, not like a small little compass, but a big compass. There was a hole in the compass, you put the cane in there, and then it opened up a trap door. Or it opened up part of the dresser. Not a trap door, but... So, you know, get some clues in there, or whatever. We, you know, adding up all these clues. And this guy's giving us hints. You know, they're not like, oh, open this up, open that up, do this, do that. But, you know, it's like those type of hints where it's like, I wonder why, blah, blah, blah. And then that's like, oh, that's supposed to be a clue to do exactly what he said. Well, anyways, eventually we get to one. And we open up one of the boxes. And I'll tell you, some of this was really hard. But we open up one of the boxes, and it shows the equation for the Pythagorean theorem. I'm sitting there like, I know what it is. You know, that's one of those things that you know from high school. If you're still in high school, I've been out of high school for 4 years now. You know, you're obviously not going to need to know everything you learned in high school, but and they say, oh yeah, you're going to use Pythagorean theorem in life and blah blah blah. No, you won't. Maybe if you're an engineer or a mathematician or something, yeah, but you know, no one else is going to use it. But you're always going to remember it. Okay, and I remember it, so I'm sitting there like, oh my god, we have to freaking do math. Are you serious? We're in a Dracula escape room trying to kill, or trying to keep Dracula from killing us, you know? This is not what I want to do right now. So anyways, this is ridiculous. So on the table was that compass, like I said. And we would find little pieces, and it said put it at 72 degrees. Okay, so that's easy. You put this piece right here, 72 degrees, on the compass. It's pretty easy. And then it says like 5. After that, it says something like that. You know, I don't remember, but it's like, huh? Well, somewhere in there was a ruler, and you had to measure 5 inches from the center of the table at 72 degrees and then put it exactly there. Now, I don't know about you. Well, that doesn't seem like a very obvious clue. We had to do this 3 separate times with 3 different objects. Okay, whatever. So then, we get to, there were these buttons on the wall, and there was something about notes on one of the clues. Now, I played trumpet all throughout high school, all throughout middle school, a couple years in elementary school. I'm taking a music theory class right now. Both of my brothers play music. My dad played music. So when it said something about, it's like, how many notes are on an octave? 8. 8. That's super easy. Okay. So when you push one of these buttons, it would play a different note. Okay? Now, my dad felt that he had to take charge of this one, of this clue. I don't know why. He just had to be in charge of this clue. He doesn't play music all that often now, but he did play. He did. He doesn't all that often now, like I said. I don't even know if I've ever heard him play, come to think of it. But there's 8 notes from lowest to highest. All we had to do was push them in that order, lowest to highest, and it even told us which one was the lowest one, and then that would lead us to our next clue. I'll tell you, we spent 10 minutes on this because my dad and the other dad were freaking arguing about, no, I think this is this one, and this one, and this one, and I'm sitting there like, no, it's supposed to be this one, like, it's really obvious, and my brother's who's also very, very musically talented, he's sitting there like just looking at me just like, oh my god, these people are so stupid. Because I'm sitting there, I'm trying to do something about it. Like, it's very obvious that it's this, and this in that order, you know. They're like, no, it's not supposed to be that way. Okay, whatever. So eventually, after those 10 minutes, push the buttons in order, door pops, so a new door pops open that no one had even noticed. And I'll tell you, I forgot to mention that there were only like 2 lights in the room, and they were red lights. Okay, you couldn't see very well. They gave you 2 flashlights. Okay, whatever. So now get to this next room, and there's a lock. There's a box with a lock on it. At this point, we have 5 minutes left to escape this room. Okay, so everyone's freaking out. Everyone's in the back corner of this, you know, in this room looking for this stupid key. I come out of that room looking, just seeing if there's anything around. And this guy, the instructor or whatever, he looks at me and he's like, it's in the dresser. And I'm like, huh? He's like, the key, it's in the dresser. And he points exactly where it's at to me. So I go over there, I open it up. And now we're at like 2 minutes. Okay? We're at 2 minutes at this point. I open it up, I dump out, it's in a little jar. There's some stuff in it. I dump the jar out. I'm looking for the key. I find the key. I run in there. Guys, I got the key. So I open up the box, and then it says, this is your final clue, or whatever, you know, and it's telling us how to escape the room now. So it says, Dracula's coming. Take the hammer. Take the garlic right here. Take, you know, the crosses and whatever else. Sing a mystical song to, you know, scare him off. You know, all this BS that they want you to do. Okay? People were arguing over what tool they wanted to use to scare Dracula off. We're talking 45, maybe a minute at this point. Okay? Eventually, within the 20 seconds, 30 seconds that pass, you know, we're getting down on time. Everyone runs out. There's a lock on the coffin. They use this other key that we found to open up the coffin, and then they can't get the freaking top of the coffin off. Of course. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. They open up the coffin. They're all supposed to sing a song for, you know, whatever, until the guy says, okay. And then you have to take the stake and hammer it into his heart. Okay? Just as that's about to happen, because the people couldn't open the freaking top of the coffin, you know what happens? Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. The guy's phone goes off, and we missed it by freaking 5 or 10 seconds. I should mention this. That guy was sitting on his phone half the time, too. Like, oh yeah, we're in an alternate dimension. I bet you get paid real well in this alternate dimension to sit on your phone. So, yeah, it's like, well, you know, we knew all the clues if y'all would have we would have worked as a team on this and not freaking argued over this for 10 minutes, you know, this or that or whatever, because there were so many like, no, I'm right, no, I'm right, no, I'm right, no, you're wrong, blah, blah, you know, whatever, all that crap in there could have gotten out easily. But everyone just had to sit there and argue about, you know, whatever. I mean, it was fun, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, it was, like I said, I had never been to an escape room. I definitely want to go back, try a different one, maybe with some different people. People my age, maybe, I guess. I'd go with my other brother, he's 19, I'd go with him. I think between the two of us we could figure it out. But, like, man, that just pissed me off. It's like, oh my god, we actually made that. I mean, we crashed on the way down, but yeah, so I was not exactly happy about that one, but whatever, close enough. It was 10 seconds off. We still did it in my heart, you know. That's what matters. Cat was scaring me. She's sitting on the bed. Alright, come on. Yeah, so that happened. See anything else? Is it? I don't think there's much else. You know what? Maybe I should do this in that Jeep. Where's that stupid Jeep? Tag team it. Where is it? There it is over there. Yeah, so, have y'all ever been to an escape room? Did you succeed? Need to work on that, oh my goodness. Come on, let's... There we go. Come on. Shift into manual. Maybe not. Ooh. Where is the checkpoint? Whoa! Whoa! Gotta admit it. I think I'm doing pretty well on this. Whoa! Let's try that again. Okay, that was really bad. That wasn't any better. Let's just put it in auto. Did I not put it in auto? Serious, come on. What is it gonna take to get me across and successfully land? Okay, right there. Alright, so park brake on or not. And 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, well, it looks like we're not going to be doing that, so... Alright. Alright. That's it. I'm done. Obviously can't do that, but, what is the rest of the race? Oh man, it was just right there. Oh well, whatever. So... yeah, I think we're going to cut it there. Thank you all for watching, as always. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe right down here. It's magical red button that says you and I subscribe to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know whether to put it down in care where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or your Jeep might end up looking just like that. Boom. And make sure you also share this video with a friend. Show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy on a random street. I don't care, don't get raped. So yeah guys, that is pretty much it. And thanks for watching.